You make a mistake, you lose. And this is for the real hip-hop. So would never, ever, ever ask me, am I here to replace Guru? Word? That's how you feel up on this track? Little try on that.
What you trying to rap now?
Yeah, yo, Royce.
What up, man?
We just lamping in the studio, you know, doing our thing.
Okay.
Bugging out, you know.
Right.
Little test run. So, I need you to speak with your hands. On the count of three. Everybody now, 1, 2, 3, go!
Talk to him. Who stepped up in this rap game and seen acting fool?
Me and Preem, both names go together. Lot of frontin' like they ill.
Word. I think it's time to move on to the next one.
Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Never knew pain till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win the rain. Never knew what a friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall. Scrap with my dogs. Rap with my dogs. Cat with my dogs. Fly with me in Atlanta. Oakland, Los Angeles. Real homies never turn to run. Even if a young sucker wanna pull them. Even if a young wanna meet the sun. We gon' rep to the death where the roots is from.
Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Real homies stand and struggle. I know you came to hustle, grit your teeth and clench your knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. You won't live with me till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation, to get that spirit raising. To all my cousins and my cliques, family and folks. We got our ride out till we break up all them hundreds folks.
Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Never knew chill till I met with beef. Never knew war till I met with peace. Never knew tie till I came to rest. Got a couple real homies and they all the best. Never knew cause it's hard to watch. Seen a couple of my homies die upon the block. With a and the vultures fly. And I watch for my life to stop. Hard to see in the cold night. When it's cold at night and my soul in ice. Gotta be when I'm holding tight. And I hold the lights. Get a poltergeist. But real homies never turn they back. My homies.
So deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. We're live from Portland, where the Trailblazers have home court advantage. Carter, the pass to Randolph. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there and put that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. And it's Carter in the 3 slot. Here's Randolph. The shot no good. And the Trailblazers. Trailblazers going the other way. As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. You know, Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team, as you recall, in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights. Very similar in this series. They would go on to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries.
Jordan Farmar, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Here's Lillard. From 13 feet, it goes down. Lillard's got his second basket.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. And it's Carter missing.
And, you know, just as you said, Portland didn't have enough to get by the Grizzlies in the first round. Ended up losing in 5 after taking 1 game, and that was game 4. Just had a hard time breaking down the Memphis defense.
Tony Allen. And the basket good. Allen's got his first basket.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Another loss for the Blazers when they were the 4 seed, as you mentioned. As a franchise, they have lost in the first round every time they have ended up as the 4 seed. Not exactly a good position for them to be in.
Randolph kicks to Allen. Here's Farmar. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the left wing. Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this, though.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Now the dish to Harkless. Lillard outside. Off the left rim and out.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss. You know, Dave Joerger, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
Here's Farmar. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Well, I tell you, the Grizzlies guys were really dominant in the first half of the season last year, but after the All-Star break, barely played above 500.
And Memphis would end up going 16-13 over the back half of last season. Down the stretch, they would only go 5 up and 5 down in the final 10.
Yeah, and Kevin, all those games so important as they jockeyed for position in the West. It was so fluid and volatile down the stretch. They could have been anywhere from a 2nd seed to a 6th on any given day, and they just happened to slump at the wrong time.
Here's Lillard after the made shot from Zach Randolph. And the foul on Jordan Farmar. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Adams, he's checked in for Memphis. Here's Carter, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now, here's Lillard. 10 points for him. Aminu with it. He's against Randolph. Aminu misses.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Here's Adams. The three-pointer, no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Memphis out in front. They lead. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Memphis.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
So on the floor for Memphis. Farmar is out there with Lance Stevenson. Then it's Matt Barnes. Then it's Green. And it's Anderson in the pivot, manning the middle. And Green gets it to go.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Memphis leading. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Pass to Anderson. Plumlee with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. The shot by Harkless, no good. And here are the Grizzlies now. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Green with the block. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Lillard outside. Passes it to Harkless. Here's Aminu. Farmar grabs the board.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
They kick it out to Green. Memphis moving that ball around. Stevenson drives in.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Portland was just fantastic at home last season. We expect that, though, of this team, Greg. 32-9. It was packed each game.
And Kevin, of that 32-win mark, how about that was the 4th best in the entire league? You don't win your division without winning at home, and Portland definitely took care of business.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And it's Conley penetrating. And the layup falls. Conley's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Davis sets a screen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tony Allen. That's his first foul. Here's Roberts. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Back to Allen. Randolph, a screen on Henderson. It's Allen with the drive. And now Portland on the break. Leonard with the ball. Started now by Randolph. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Conley's shot is off.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Stolen by McCollum. And now Portland on the break. He lobs it up. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Now here's Conley. He kicks to Allen. The three ball. No good. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Lillard against Allen. Lillard dishes to Plumlee. Pass to Harkless. Just 5 on the clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
And then Lillard slams it in.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And the basket by McCollum.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Carter inside the three-point line. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Plumlee's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Stolen by Randolph. Moving it up. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. .36 seconds left in the second quarter. For Memphis, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And that one falls for Mike Conley.
Michael Conley. 2 shots.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. One bit of news for the Grizzlies last year is that they acquired a single affiliation deal with a Clark D-League team, which you think is going to help them.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that team is the Iowa Energy. They're sole partner now with the Iowa Energy. Good move by the team in what is becoming a growing trend in the NBA.
Gasol is doubled. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
And it's Conley penetrating. Here's Randolph. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half, he wanted to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the two. Harkless is out there with Aminu. And it's Plumlee in at the center filling out the middle. So that...
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Aminu. Aminu's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Seems every season, Clark, you hear the same thing. Portland Trailblazers had to deal with some tough injuries.
Kevin, it appears as though it might actually be a curse. I don't like to use that word, but the history of this team and injuries is as unique as any in the league. Last year, no different.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Kicks to Plumlee. Top the key, Aminu. Back to Lillard. The pass to Aminu. Back to Lillard. 4 on the shot clock. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And with the Blazers and injuries, even when they fought through pain, guys weren't at 100%. Aldridge wasn't quite the same with his hand injury.
Tony Allen's checked in for Lance Stevenson. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime.
And losing Matthews for the season was huge too, guys. I mean, every team goes through injury woes and bumps during the course of the season, but the Blazers just seem to be, at least in the last half dozen years or so, hit very hard every year.
Conley kicks to Randall. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
The assessment.
That's now 8 points for Zach Randolph.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Feeds to Harkless. Back to Lillard. Stolen by Allen. Here's Conley. It's deflected. Harkless kicks to McCollum. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
No good on the second free throw.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. Part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
Aminu, the pass to McCollum. Harkless with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Here's McCollum. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road. They're used to playing in tight, low-scoring games, and they create that situation with their deliberate style.
And really, the Grizzlies might have dropped to 5th in the West in the final week, but they were near. The top for most of last season often could be found in that 2 spot. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And slam dunk by Allen.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, a great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Conley into the lane. Soft touch off the glass. Conley's got 9. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
Well, 8 lead changes, Kevin, so far as the teams are battling it out here in the third.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Memphis out in front, leading by a point. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Memphis leading. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Barnes in a small forward. Down low. Can't hit. And Memphis the other way now.
Nice effort on the alley-oop, but probably not a good choice.
Yeah, it looked good initially, but then broke down just as quickly.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Randolph in the post. Covered by Lillard. And got hung up on the dunk. Not quite enough elevation there, I guess. And it's McCollum in the corner. And he gets it to go. McCollum's got 9 points here in the second half.
And I'm sensing something special going on here tonight.
It certainly does have the feeling of a classic, Greg. Let's see which team is better equipped to handle the pressure.
Conley inside the line. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, Portland had another strong season against the rest of the West. Ended up with a record of 31-21 in the conference, and that was good enough to earn them the 4th spot in the West.
Plumlee with the screen. Lillard from outside, but they'll get another chance. He feeds it to Harkless. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. McCollum up top, covered by Conley. Stolen by Michael Conley. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Portland did end up 4th in the West, as you said, Greg. You're talking about that. And their 31-21 in-conference record was the exact same as it was at the end, Clark, of the 2014 season.
Well, actually, Portland won more games in 2014 than they did last season. Ended up 4th in the conference, mostly because of how they won their division.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
During that break, Coach Dave Yeager had some words for his team. He told them, "This is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it." Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Lance Stephenson's checked in for Memphis. Farmar comes in for Michael Conley.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
No question. That's their goal down the stretch here. I think finding those close-range rhythm shots.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Stevenson. They get the rebound. On the wing, Stevenson. And a great assist by Farmar as that one goes in. Farmar's got 5 assists in the game. Three-pointer, Lillard. Good! Lillard's got 24 points.
Absolutely essential that they come right back and answer with that 3 of their own, and this gets the crowd energized.
Yeah, and the game as close as this one, every possession is critical. They've got to give as good as they get, and so far, that's been the case.
It's deflected. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Stevenson kicks to Allen. And it's Portland with the rebound. Plumlee dishes to McCollum. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Shooting for Portland, C.J. McCollum. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Zach Randolph is checked in for Barnes. Carter comes in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Conley in for Jordan Farmar.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
And it's Carter missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Plumlee. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. They get Marc Gasol.
And that's really just smart basketball. You send a poor foul shooter to the line.
Yeah, and he was on his way to sending that one down, so the play is definitely to foul right there, which he did.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
Conley, the pass to Gasol. And they double up Gasol. Conley kicks to Gasol. Knocks it loose. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Harkless. McCollum dishes to Plumlee. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Marc Gasol.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
That drive by Carter. It's good.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're losing by 4. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
You know what? It isn't over yet. A quick score and a foul?
And perhaps a few missed free throws, and they're right back in it. So it all has to happen fast, but it could happen.
There's 21 seconds left in the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, that took way too long. If they're trying to stretch this thing out, they shouldn't waste so much time.
Conley kicks to Randall. Allen drives in. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.